It's the Lord. How lovely. I stopped last night. What was I going to? I was going to something at the church anyway. And, no, it wasn't on, that's right. I got there, the church was completely empty, no one in the car park, no lights in the church, go home again. But before I got there, I saw these lights flashing on the side of the bypass, it's a bit of an urban bypass there, there's good street lighting and so on. But the light was flashing, they'd pulled over. Most of the car was on the verge side, the pavement side, to keep out the way of the constant flow of passing traffic. And you can't just stop, the man behind goes straight in the back of you. I mean, I turned right further down the road and did a U-turn and went back, and then fortunately the road was quite wide and no traffic was too close behind me or ahead. Did a U-turn, pulled in behind this car with its hazard lights on. I thought, I hope I don't frighten the person to death, because they don't know who this stranger is coming up to them. And it's night time, and I'm tall. I'm 6'3", not too frail. And say, are you all right? Do you need any help or anything? Do you need help? Or something like that, whatever it was. And she was a middle-aged lady, a bit later than middle-aged, I suppose. She could have been, say, 56, I don't know, whatever you call it. And, no, I'm all right, I'm waiting for the AA. I said, oh, what did it just stop you? Oh, it has been troubling, and I managed to get it up onto the side here, onto the verge. I said, yeah, that was good going, wasn't it? Good. So the AA is coming. He said, yes. How long have you been waiting? Oh, about a quarter of an hour, 20 minutes perhaps. Ah. Do you want me to wait with you? Because it's a woman's on her own at night. It's an urban street. It's fairly safe in a sense, in that there's lots of passing traffic, not passers-by. But on the other hand, we also know the reality that you can be being murdered on the side of the street and they continue passing by, don't they? People are not necessarily courageous in coming to your rescue when you need it. So, I'd offered, and she said, no, okay, I've got my friend coming. And then I started to realise, right, she really is okay. And she is in a position where she's not seeing me as frightening or something. So she could ask me to, well, that would be nice if you could stay for a while. She was really concerned. She'd say, well, thank you, I suppose you could say she was really concerned. She'd be concerned that I was not safe as well. I don't know. But anyway, all went well, didn't it? I knew it went well because the way she was, if you like, smiling, and mannerisms, whatever they were appropriate too. She appreciated me stopping, and she said as much, And you think, yeah, I know what that can mean. It means when you needed help, some passerby who didn't even know me come to my rescue. What a wonderful world it can be. If only the world was really like that, in a bigger, major way. And you think, I've blessed her. I know I've blessed her. I didn't pray for her. I didn't give the gospel or something, was supposedly right. I didn't drag God into the conversation. I just cared. And she knew I was genuine and wasn't needed, but in a sense was. Gave her that assurance of benevolence, of comfort, of things being right in the midst of things otherwise appearing wrong. Stuck on the side of the road, AA not come yet, friend hopefully coming, uncertainties. Should I have got the car repaired earlier? I'm in this situation because of my own fault or something silly accusing you, And that's just on the way to church, a service that wasn't happening, but was the reason for Marshall being there. Was it needed? In some spiritual way, it may well have been needed. Is she walking away some vivid Christian because of it? No, I don't think so. Has it contributed to something in her person? Everything does. God leaves no detail unattended to. And he flows through us. And I'm blessed in knowing that I'm his right hand. We all are. He lives in us. He blesses through us. And as that blessing surges through us, we are transformed into the creative loveliness that he is. We are children of God. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Do you see, you're just driving to church and there's lights flashing on the side of the road, someone's broken down. Do I just do nothing, passively drive past? Or do I enter the role that I am in? I'm a child of God. Here is a possible need. Perhaps I'm meant to do something. I'm not sure what. I'll see what God has. Now, don't want to frighten this lady to death if it is a lady, and I haven't found out yet. It's just a car flashing on the side of the road, broken down. Is there someone in it? Oh, yeah, there is. I haven't worked out if it's male or female, because I mean there's traffic and I'm moving and so on. Now, how is this a learning situation? Well, it's life, isn't it? I'm practicing the presence of God. God may be presenting me with a need that in some sense I'm meant to be doing something on. And if I make a mistake, well, I'm a child of God. He'll rescue me from it. You know, if I find that I'm a stress to this person, I'll back off fast. You know, be sensitive. You know, you want to be a good student. If you're holding the lecturer up, that's no good. You say, oh, right, okay. You know, he says, look at page 33 of the text, and it's self-explanatory. Oh, right, thank you. You know, fine, he can't deal with it there for whatever reason. You know, be willing to, in other words, be malleable in God's hand in the situation. You want to do what you can, and you don't want to push for something you're not supposed to be doing. So you don't force the issue, you know, I mean. And you recognize that with God, that, you know, you might not be up to this particular situation, and you're looking to him. He gives you a road to turn round in. He gives you a clearing in the road to pull in behind the lady, as it turns out, and park your car and leave the hazard lights on your car to give her protection to hers as well. And you check her out, and she's got the window down. She knows you're a rescuer. She's not thinking of you as some fearful man come to attack her, apparently. And so you say, are you okay? Can I help? Anything I can do? Oh, I've got the AA coming. And she talks away, and she's at ease. And it's a good interaction. It's come to you now that, no, this is actually good. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, as a student, I'm meant to be asking questions, not obstructing, but certainly, you know, he will actually, and you realize he will benefit from feedback. And he loves to show he can teach. And he loves to show that he is effective and that you do recognize he is able to do this. You respect him. You honor him by acting in a certain way. And in a sense, I'm honouring her, aren't I, on the side of the road. I'm saying, this is a person who might need help. And you never know, I might be able to help. I offer. Don't force, don't press. Do want to let her know, though, that I am there to help if there's something I can do. And she responds beautifully. I mean, she might not have done. She might have kept the window up because she's a terrified, you know, new migrant to the country and has no idea if I'm safe or not. It could have been otherwise, couldn't it? In which case, Well, you don't press the thing and tap on the window and insist she opens it. I mean, goodness, back off, man. This lady's frightened. She's got enough problems without you adding to it. You've got to feel your way, and perhaps you get better at it with practice. In the end, you become a shining light. You almost know intuitively where you can help and where you can't. And I guess that's so, isn't it? Some people would just think, well, I'm not sure what to do there. I'm just watching, Lord. What am I supposed to do here? So you might hold back and just think, is there something I can contribute? Not sure. So, all of life is a parable. All the skills you're learning, they are all skills that lead on to other skills. The very practice of human relationships. People who are desperately shy is because they're desperately frightened that they're desperately incompetent when it comes to interaction with other people, especially, say, if you're a kiddie with older people. They seem very forceful in saying, and what's your name, and which school do you go to, and, and you don't want to respond because you just don't feel at ease. So every time you have a good contact with someone else, you help to build their ease, their confidence in interacting in a world that at least some of the world is good to interact with. At least some of it seems pleasant. Some of it is helpful. Sometimes angels can come out the blue to rescue you. You start to have an optimism. You start to see the goodness of God. If she doesn't see the goodness of God, how could she ever choose him? It's not on the menu. You've got to put it on the menu. And we do. I don't mean we force it. I don't mean that. But we do take the opportunities. And we find ways of taking more and bigger opportunities. But that just comes with practice. In the first place, it's sporadic and mild, and you might think pretty insignificant, but nothing's insignificant with God. He builds on a tiny acorn and makes a mighty oak tree, as my first wife used to graphically say. And it's true, isn't it? Nothing is irrelevant with God. He is complete, absolutely wonderful. Our God. In us, our very lifeblood he is. The thoughts in our mind, the actions of our hands, the place that we're in is because of God. Don't forget that. Be mindful of him. Wow. This is life eternal, to know God. Whoa. Thank you, Heavenly Father.